Hi everybody, this is Sherry, and I was tagged by Anna Llanos for 9 questions to answer, and when I'm done, I will tag 3 people. Anna did a face-to-face video. I'm not quite brave enough. I mean, I've done it before, but it made me really nervous, and so unless my kids are with me, I kind of choose just to kind of stay off of the camera. I like being on the other side of the lens. So I'm going to start with the first question, which is, how did you come up with your YouTube name? Well, to be honest, I didn't know that I could choose anything other than my name. It said your name, so I put my name in. So my name is Sherry Wolfe, and that's how I came up with my name. I know, I mean, you think I'd have been a little smarter than that, but it just, you know, sometimes it's just not there for me. Who or what inspired you to create a YouTube channel? Is question number 2. And I love Mary on Cards TV, and I loved how she would do her videos. And then I was on a design team, and they needed people to do some tutorials once a week, and so I worked up the courage and I said I would try one, and if it worked out, then you know, then I would do more. Well, once I got started, I really enjoyed it, and I enjoyed, you know, feeling like I had someone to talk to and share the things that I love. And so that's kind of what got the ball rolling, and I've really enjoyed it. It's been a very good experience for me. Did you always love to craft with paper is question number 3. You know, when my kids were younger, I started scrapbooking when they were just little. But when I was a kid, I never really felt like, to me, people had to be artists to be talented, and I was not an artist. And so I never really felt like I had talent to do this stuff. And then I was introduced to scrapbooking, and that was, at that point, you just kind of put your pictures, you know, 4 on a page, maybe put a mat and a few stickers behind it. And so I did that for a while, and then I tried my hand at making cards, and that was my first love of paper crafting. So I was really, I truly enjoy making cards. I haven't been making as many lately. I kind of feel like I have, I guess, card maker's block or something, but I'm hoping to get back in gear. I made a few envelope cards the other day, and if you can tell, I'm nervous. I'm messing with my little person because it's very hard for me to talk about myself. Question number 4 is, what the blank you don't like? Well, like I said, I've had a really good experience here on YouTube, but I've seen some people who were very hurt by some things that people said or did, and there were some of those people were people I really care about. So that really hurt. You know, if you don't like someone's video, don't watch it. You know, I mean, there's been things that I've seen and I thought, oh, you know, that's just not me. I'm not interested in that. And I may like the next video they make, but I just choose not to watch that one. You don't have to leave a nasty comment just because you don't like the one video, you know, or go and because you think somebody's, you know, I've heard that, you know, people are jealous because they think somebody's more talented than them. You know, we all grow our gifts at different paces, and You know, they may be, very well may be more talented than you right now, or me. But, you know, who's to say what's going to happen in a year or two? You know, you learn and you improve as you go. So, you know, if you can't say, you know, I was always taught as a kid, if you can't say something nice, don't say nothing at all. That was my mom's saying. So, you know, that's the one thing that I don't like. If you can't say something nice, just don't say anything at all. Just move on. Question number 5 is, one thing you want your subscribers to get from your channel. Well, one, I want you to know that I love crafts. It makes me very happy to make crafts. It makes me very happy to make things to give to others. But the one thing I would want anybody to know about me is that I love the Lord with all my heart, and that I try to always put Him first in my life. You know, even when I'm doing my crafting and if I'm struggling or I'm getting ready to start a project, the first thing I do is ask God to help me do it. Because I know that by myself, you know, I struggle, especially with being colorblind. But when I ask God to help me, things always fall into place. So that would be what I would want you to get from me and my channel. What is your favorite, number 6 is, what is your favorite craft company or stamp company? Well, I like all different kinds of papers, but I have to say probably my favorite is Stampin' Up! Because I love the dies, I love the punches, I love my new trimmer. It's like, woohoo, cuts like butter, love it. I'm going to check out their markers this week and see how those work for me. Because I really can't afford Copics, and I would like to try Spectrum Noir, but like I said, I'm colorblind and I struggle with that. So I think it would be easier for me just to do a basic coloring like any kid would. So I think I'm going to try their markers and get more into coloring some images like that. So, but their verses and their dies are like my favorite thing in the whole world. So I love them. Number 7 is, what is your zodiac sign? I know that I'm a Cancer because my birthday is July 4th, but I don't really know anything about that. Number 8 is, what new craft hobby are you interested in learning in 2013? Well, there's 2 things. One, I'd like to get a silhouette cameo. So I'd like to try to learn how to use it. I love my Cricut, but I would like to have a cameo as well. And 2, I love those little art tiles. I want to be able to make them and turn them into charms for my keychains and chunky charms that I make. So I would like to try to learn how to do the little decorative tiles. So that's something I'm hoping to learn in 2013. And number 9 is, did you think you'd ever have a YouTube channel? No. You know, I knew when I said that I would do those videos, I kind of saw that as just a means to an end to get it on my blog. I never dreamed that I would get to know so many great people and call these people my friends and have them call me the same. My family all lives up north, so I'm kind of here in Florida all by myself, and my husband is a pastor, so we moved up to North Florida, which meant I had one of my dearest friends. I had to leave her down there, and so now as it stands, I'm in North Florida, and I do have my dear friend here, but he is far from crafty, so I feel alone a lot. So I sit, you guys just don't have a clue what a blessing you are to me, because, you know, I'm in a wheelchair, so I can't go, I can't drive. My kids are in school, my husband's at work, my oldest daughter's in college, my oldest son's married and lives 3 hours away. I listen to you guys all day long, so I don't feel quite so alone. And it's like having somebody to craft with when I'm listening to your haul videos or watching your things and doing little things here at my craft table at the same time. I don't feel alone. And so I'm very, very thankful that I did start a YouTube channel. And so for the 3 people that I want to tag, the first one is Kerry Duff, and she's Duffer9904 here on YouTube. The second one is Emjay, and Emjay is Emjay2307 on YouTube. And the third person is Lisa, and she is cdliteistubing here on YouTube. And I'll put their links below, and I will copy the questions and put that in the information box. So thanks for visiting me today, guys. I appreciate you listening to me, and I appreciate you putting out those videos so I'm not always by myself. Thanks, guys. Bye.